Ford has announced the development of a mild hybrid drivetrain for the 2022 Ford Everest SUV and other members of the T6 platform family, including the famous Ford Ranger truck. While Ford has previously said that the new third-generation T6 platform is package protected for electrification, no additional information has been revealed. Keep watching as we tell you everything you need to know. Hello and welcome to yet another fantastic video from our channel, Vehicle TV. In this video today, we'll go through how the new Ford Everest Hybrid works and how it will outperform the competition. But first, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to ensure that you never miss a video from us. Let's get started. At a media briefing ahead of today's new generation 2022 Ford Everest presentation, Chief Engineer Lan Fosten said a 50mm expansion in the wheelbase, entirely added to the front of the vehicle, aids in the attachment of a mild hybrid gearbox between the engine bowl, housing and transmission. The following three models of the all-new Ford will be examined. The new Ford Everest. The third-generation T6 platform underpins the new Everest and Ranger, as well as the US Ford Bronco off-roader and the next-generation Volkswagen Amarok. Unlike full hybrid and plug-in hybrid systems, mild hybrids merely supplement the internal combustion engine and do not operate independently. They increase power and torque while also providing a smoother stop-start feature. Ford Hybrid Powertrain. While the technology has been confirmed, it will not be part of the launch drivetrain lineup for the Ranger, which will be available in Australia around mid-year, or the Everest, which will be available within the next few months. Ford already has mild hybrid technology in a number of its gasoline and diesel vehicles, including the Fiesta, Puma, Tourneo, Transit Custom, and Transit. Fosten told Car Sales that the T6 mild hybrid system would be influenced by existing systems rather than be designed from scratch. Ford models of the future. The mild hybrid transmission is a Ford catalogued part that has been used on a number of rear-wheel or four-wheel drive products in that segment. He explained, from that standpoint, it's not new technology. It's a mild hybrid powertrain component that is off the shelf. It doesn't take much to go back to Ford products and see what they use. Moving forward, while Fosten expressly mentioned mild hybrids in his briefing, he highlighted to sales that the system could be employed for a plug-in engine. The mild hybrid element of the drivetrain is suited for a variety of applications, whether it's a plug-in hybrid or a mild hybrid with a smaller battery, Fosten explained. I'm sure we will have more to say about all of this in the months and years to come, he continued. The mild hybrid system in the Ford Transit employs a belt-driven starter/generator rather than a normal alternator, in conjunction with a version of the Panther 2-liter turbo diesel engine already utilized in the T6. When the vehicle stops or decelerates, the system absorbs energy and stores it as a charge in the 48-volt air-cooled lithium-ion battery pack, which is then used to power the van's electric ancillaries and offer greater torque during acceleration and regular driving. This lessens the stress on the diesel engine and, when combined with an engine idle stop feature, produces claimed fuel savings of up to 3% on average, or up to 8% in start-stop urban situations. The addition of plug-in hybrid models to the Ranger and Everest Rangers follows Ford's $11 billion investment in electric vehicles, with ambitions to launch 6 fully electric products, beginning with the Mach-E. Ford will begin production of the 2022 Ford Ranger and Ford Everest by discontinuing the opportunity to buy either model with its aging 3.2-liter 5-cylinder turbo diesel engine. The standard engine will be a 2-liter 4-cylinder twin turbocharged diesel with 157 kilowatt of output and 500 Newton meters of torque. In the top model grades, buyers will have the option of upgrading to a 6-cylinder turbo diesel engine. This engine will be a 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder diesel producing 186 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters of torque. We've done a lot of research on the Ford Vehicle Corporation, but this is incredible. The all-new Ford hybrid vehicles are already stunning competing automakers. The American F-150 now uses a 6-cylinder diesel engine. The V6 engine was introduced in June 2018 and allows the F-150 to haul over 5,000 kilograms with a braked trailer. The Volkswagen Amarok V6 and, for the time being, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class X350D are the only two V6-powered diesels used on the market. Both are powered by 3-liter turbocharged V6 diesel engines. The Amarok produces 190 kilowatts and 580 Newton-meters of torque, while the X350D produces 190 kilowatts and 550 Newton-meters of torque. The Ranger and the Everest PHEV will generate 270 kilowatts of power and 680 Newton-meters of torque, with a combined fuel economy of 3 liters per 100 kilometers. According to our information, the plug-in hybrid engine has yet to be employed in any Ford product worldwide. Currently, the Explorer PHEV is powered by a 3-liter turbocharged V6 and an electric motor, while the Escape PHEV is powered by a smaller 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and an electric motor. Ford's 10-speed automatic transmission will be standard across the board. The 2022 Ford Everest will be available in 6 trim levels, with a mix of 2- and 4-wheel drive variants, and pricing ranging from roughly $50,000 before on-road fees to around $76,000 before on-road costs. While we have a lot of information about the Ford Everest, we only have an idea of the engines that will be available in the Ranger, yet specifications and features are expected to carry over from the Everest. This will include the 2-liter twin-turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel and a 3-liter turbocharged V6 diesel for high-grade cars, and the option of a plug-in hybrid powertrain across the range. Ford will rely on the plug-in hybrid powertrain to entice fleets and commercial buyers looking to decrease or neutralize emissions in their vehicle fleet. Ford's strategy of dual-cab utes differs slightly from the Toyota's, with the Japanese manufacturer opting for a series hybrid that charges its batteries with the vehicle's motion rather than utilizing a power connection like the future Ranger and Everest. Ford is investing heavily in infotainment and linked car technology, in addition to electric vehicles. Both the Ranger and Everest will be equipped with the brand's Sync 4 infotainment system, which will be supplied to a new 12.8-inch vertical touchscreen in the center of the cabin. A 10.25-inch panel ahead of the driver will provide speed and trip computer information. A comparable entertainment system has been designed for the future Ford Mustang's Mach-E electric vehicle. It has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as remote connectivity, which will be available soon in the Ranger and Everest via their older infotainment systems. While Ford is marketing this vehicle as a 2022 model, it is more likely to be marketed globally toward the end of 2022, with an Australian release scheduled for late 2022 or early 2023. Through the alliance, Ford will create and manufacture medium-sized trucks for both firms, which will be available in markets in early 2022. Ford wants to engineer and produce larger commercial vans for European clients, whereas Volkswagen intends to develop and build a city van, according to a press release issued by Ford in 2021. Unlike other automakers, Ford shares processes across factories to maintain the highest quality for customers in every market. Furthermore, their output is spread all around the globe. You've just seen the all-new Ford Everest Hybrid, which has shocked the whole car industry. That's all we've got for you today. Thank you for watching. What are your thoughts on this video? Please share them in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, give it a like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next video.